Today it's Wednesday, November 27, 2024. After spending a couple of hours with the BWA here, I have some conclusions. Alright, first thing first. Alright, the top dead center mark with the top dead center down and here, it's beautiful. Also the line here, that's a line to this arrow. It's okay, it's fine, all right? Then, it makes sense how it is right now, the lobes. You see how that looks like. Keep in mind that I cannot slide it, it's locking in a specific position, all right? From here has one dot, forget about that, all right? And from this side has one dot. What I did, 18 to 19, I make a mark and I place it on classic. All right. Then I cannot play with the cam adjuster, obviously. All right, it's not adjustable. The gear or none of the gears. Fine. So it's there is one point only that I can place it. This because I was spinning the engine. That's why I open it. No need to be open. Let's close by again, and I remove also the intake that I have it over there. I didn't move the fuel injectors, but never mind. Never mind. I get the numbers, this is the company, and I get the numbers from the camshaft, from the intake and from the exhaust. I found the intake camshaft and it's advertised as a 246 degrees duration. Alright, that's the number. No, not this one, the first one. This. By putting this, you can find this camshaft. The exhaust camshaft, I have this number, and this number. I checked the numbers. The only thing what I found two camshafts, but not with exactly the same number. If you don't put the number 5, or if you stop, let's say, on the 60 or 600, you have one or two options. One is 250, the other one is 252. It doesn't matter that much. I was looking for any installation instructions, if you have to put it in a specific position as an example, but I didn't find something. All right. Then, these numbers here, what you see, it's not that much precise. That means you can give 2 to 3 degrees plus minus. Why I'm saying that? Because I didn't put a solid lifter. It's bleeded out. They're empty. All right. Then, except that the lifters are empty, also the tensioner back here, it does have an oil pressure, so it has some difference. All right, and that's what I found. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. The center line for the exhaust, keep in mind that has the cam adjuster. All right. 100 degrees bottom before top dead center, 110 degrees after top dead center for the intake. This is the duration, at 1 millimeter lift. All right, I'm writing also here. What's the thing? What's the thing now? One teeth, if I move this gear clockwise by one teeth, this translates, or this one, either the intake or the exhaust, this translates down to the crankshaft 40 degrees. It's 40 degrees, all right? So if I try to put it, let us say, one teeth left, one teeth right, the same thing in both cases, I'm gonna be out of timing, all right? So since I cannot put it anywhere else, I'm gonna keep it like that. If I had adjustable gears, that's a different story. It's a different story. With adjustable gears, you see how much far away you are from the piston valve to the piston don't have any contact. You write it down in one paper, and then you make some tests on a dyno or on the racetrack to find the sweet spot. It depends, the application depends the length of the intake manifold, depends what kind of turbo you have, the exhaust manifold, it depends the setup. If you're targeting for more torque, if you're targeting for more horsepower, if you want to shift the power band up and down, that's my point. Because when they give you a seat with where you should clock the camshafts, it's where they're working the average, let us say, not targeting on the torque, don't target on the horsepower, somewhere in the middle. But it depends in application that you have different intake manifold, aftermarket intake manifold, aftermarket exhaust manifold, the turbocharger, big turbo, you're running on ethanol, and so on. You can massage it, it depends, you can clock it, it depends how much clearance you have, piston to valve clearance, alright? Piston to valve, don't have any contact. That's the point. Now, I can continue, I can remove everything, all right, and torque it down for final, because not for like I said yesterday, this bolt is not torqued down for final. I remove the crank bolt, the new one, I have it here, that's why I didn't torque it before, all right, staying there, fine. And I can finally torque down everything. There is one but. You see the Loctite on the table? Yay, lovely. I tried to remove the dial indicator here for the top dead center, alright? And what's ending up happening? This piece, there is another one piece like this, down. It's threading on the threads for the spark plug, alright? When I tried to lose it, it came out this, and the other piece, it's stuck inside. So what I did, early morning when I saw that, I get the Loctite, I put some Loctite inside, I torque it down, and now I'm waiting. You need to wait 24 hours, all right, to cure the Loctite to be able to pull it out together with the other threads that they have there inside. You know, otherwise, how in hell are you gonna put a spark plug? So this was, okay, it was something. Now, I have write this down in a paper already. I can clear the table. Let me show you what I did there on the damper pulley. I have to lose again the tensioner. But again, this is, especially the center line, it doesn't matter if it's been bleeded, the lifter or not. For me, it's more important the center line, because if I change one teeth, all right, it's gonna be, like I said, 40 degrees out. It's gonna be 140 or it's gonna be 60. And the same thing also here. So you're completely out of range. You know my point? That's my point. The events, okay, when it's open, when it's closing, exhaust and intake, it's fine. The center line is more important to see that you are clock it properly. All right. Before I remember, I have a picture actually, because I didn't want to have any headache with the aftermarket camshafts. As soon as I didn't show the slots here to lock it down, I get the picture. I remember this key, it was left. It was like that. Let me check again the picture, just a second. It might be slightly left because of the timing chain and the tensioner. It might be the case. Let me say 1 second for you. Yeah, forget it. I have deleted the picture. I keep it. Yeah. Never mind. In any case, that's where I am right now. Let me remove the degree wheel from there and the rest of the things. This I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to remove it tomorrow. I'm gonna remove the dial indicator. No need to be here. The body of this, the adapter, tomorrow morning. Putting back the new bolt. All right, that's the old bolt. It was easier for me. I mean, you get the old bolt, you drill, you tap it. All right. I have so many old head bolts from M157, M11 by 1.5. All right. Drilling it and tapping it. Then I get one bolt, 18 millimeters. I found it outside. I convert it to a nut with one small lip here to center it. The washer from the kit over there. And that's the results. As soon as it's working, you know, it's fine. I had the other washer between from the inside, the nut from the outside, and that's it. These two I'm gonna keep them. This I'm gonna give it back to the customer. Doesn't belong to me. All right, and this goes out. Well, I'm gonna keep it there to the lathe. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna do something later on. And where was I? Yes, this is where was I. Yeah, let's start down the bolt. This bolt and this bolt. All right, yeah, and move on. That's the plan. This will gonna stay here till tomorrow, like I said. Don't ask why I didn't move it. Yeah, lovely. I hope to cure the Loctite tomorrow and to come out as one piece. we're gonna see about that. Let me cover also the inlet from this side and then torquing down the bolts. Finish from the cam gear here, it's been torqued down. Finish also with the bolt for the cam adjuster, it's been torqued down. Damper pulley, it's not been torqued down, it's been by 90 newton meters, 90 degrees, not on the engine stand. Okay, tensioner done, alignment, I have already spun it how many times, I double check it to be okay, to be properly. Moving on, I can put the covers, I guess, yeah, why not? Moving on, it's pissing me off now, this stupid thing that's like a, I don't want to say like what, yeah. I put this cover and the damper pulley because I haven't put the seal here, waiting for the seal, and new bolts here that's gonna be torqued down together with the main. Alright, the mark here align perfect, lovely. I have the old bolts here for the damper pulley. This is supposed to be for the BWA if I remember right, because I brought this one, yes, you see, this I brought from outside, from the washing area. Yeah. Moving on. I found also the other bolts for the damper pulley. This is, like I said, this from BWA, this from the CDL, and I have also the washers from the studs. Now this I'm gonna put inside of this nylon bag. This is the other campus sensor. I have to give it outside. I have already installed one here, alright, and I have here the gasket, a new gasket for the rear housing. I need to find also the guides. There are some pins, there are 2 pins here, 1, 2, to put it in place. Yeah, let's move on. Time to put the cover. Now on the left the CDL, on the right the BWA, alright, nothing wrong with both housings, fine. There is, I mean, I check it also here because it's a little bit rough, but I didn't feel anything, it's not positive. This, it's a little bit better than the other one, but again, there is nothing wrong, it's been washed both. Now, I cannot use this cover from the BWA, and I'm gonna keep it there. Why I cannot use this one? Very simple, because of the high pressure pump. Alright? What I mean by that, this been machined, alright, when this one it's not. Makes sense? So forget this one, I don't want to machine anything there. Then let's bring this here on the right. The rings from the BWA are excellent, they don't have any problem. From the CDL they have some marks on them, they're not so healthy. Now you're gonna tell me why you didn't put new ones. Because they didn't brought me new ones. Alright, so forget this, keep it there. So we have the CDL cover with the BWA seals here, that it looks fine, they don't have any problem. I don't have any problem to reuse them again, actually. Alright, then the solenoid from the BWA, it came and it was broken. Alright, and that's the seal. Seal, I have a new one, it's here. I don't care about the seal. This goes here, and from the CDL it comes here, and I have to change the seal here. I have to change the small seal here. I need to change the seal. Alright, lovely. Then there is a difference with the bracket. Nope, it's exactly the same. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, no, leave it there, I'm gonna have it in front of me. I'm gonna use this bracket. Then this one, I'm not gonna use this one, I'm gonna use this one from the BWA. Alright, this is the check valve from the BWA, and this is from the CDL. Now either it's black or it became black from the oil. Nothing wrong with that. Then you remember when I said about the solenoid that I tried to open it, not this is the BWA, the CDL. When I tried to open it, it was stuck one bolt and I rape it. Yeah, no worries. Why? Because I have 2 new fresh bolts from the BWA. That's beautiful. Excellent. Lovely. Then, what's this? What's how this looks like? Don't ask me why, that's how I remove it. Alright, forget this from the CDL. I'm getting the ones from the BWA that are beautiful. Alright, same thing with the bolts, same thing with the screen. Now, what needs to be done now? I need to dress it, I need to put back the check valve, I need to change the o-ring here, I need to change this o-ring, the small o-ring, I have it here, I have also the gasket here. Let me put it together. I'm gonna put also this together, but this I'm gonna throw it out. This is the BWA housing with the CDL parts, except for the solenoid. And this is the CDL housing with the CDL solenoid with the BWA parts. Yep. Alright. Let's separate it, dress it, and put it on to move on. What I'm planning to do, I'm gonna put a very light film of sealant at this point here, on these knots, and a little bit here. First with brake cleaner all around, and a little bit here, and a little bit here on the step, just in case we don't have a leak later on. Continue here, I have the vacuum pump, I changed the seal, the o-ring, alright, that's the old one, that's been flat, I put the new one, that's over there. Alright, I'm getting the bolts from the BWA, this is fine, this is beautiful, the threads, alright, and I'm coming here and I see this. How nice is that, right? I remember that one thread, it was not good, and I was taking the cover here up, but it was not the cover, it was this cover. Hey! Now let's put what needs to be done. Now here, need to put the masking tape and cover this one. Masking tape here to insulate it, and drill, tap it, and put the helicoil. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, done with the helicoil. Let's bolt the vacuum pump. Looking good, looking beautiful. You know why? Very simple. I remove it. Next time I have to remember to put some oil on it. And don't put it like this. Alright, so vacuum pump back in place. I get this bracket from the BWA. It didn't have a bracket here. So yeah, moving on. I'm a little bit more happy now that I remove it. Finally. And now finally I can put the cover on. Finally. This is the old seal and the bolts. They're gonna be returned back to the owner. Alright, that's the new one with the new seal. This. Now I'm trying to open it and I'm cutting the seal. I'm destroying the new seal. And the bolts. There we go. I need also these pieces here. Don't ask me why they send it like that. That's how we receive it. Alright. Stay there, and the seal, like I said. Nice. Lovely. Beautiful. Where am I now? We are good. Yes, we are good. From up, we are good. I can put even the spark plugs. Like I said, I have the old spark plugs. I don't have a new spark plugs, but for the first start, for breaking the engine, we're gonna be fine. I forget to put a cap here on the vacuum pump, and let me bring all the check valve here. One cap. Alright, and I have a cap here already. I'm gonna put also later on the spark plugs. I'm gonna clean them first, check the gap, then install it. We are looking good. As soon as I'm gonna close the engine, I'm gonna be much more happy, much more relaxed. For the coolant, I don't care that much. The engine itself, the oil, you know, and these things, and the fuel, obviously, to don't be contaminated by any means. Enough talking. Continue. Now I feel much better. Cover back in place, with the spark plugs in place. You cannot see nothing. There down. Alright. Lovely. I block also the vacuum pump here. Amazing. Now I have to go to find out where is the wiring harness. Wiring harness, intake manifold. Yeah, intake manifold, I know, it's already there. I don't know where I put the wiring harness. It's supposed to be there probably. Let's find out, right? Yeah. We are looking good. We are looking beautiful. We have the old intake manifold here, alright? And we have the new intake manifold here. Alright, let's open it. There is one small problem here. Actually, there is no problem. I need an answer. I'm gonna explain. Let me put a carton. I don't want to scratch it. And why? Because I have seen inside the cancellation for the direct injection. These plugs. So I need to know. This way you can cancel, it's gonna be fine. Don't have. Okay, well, most probably they have tested. I need to know. Should I install the high pressure injectors here, or I should install the plugs? I need to know that. To don't open it again. I haven't found yet the wiring harness. I'm gonna go outside to find it. Let's open first the intake manifold, and then I'm going to find the wiring. It's looking good. It's looking beautiful. Now, see what's happening here. Two sets of injectors, two fuel rails. All right. Why I'm saying that it looks good and it's looking beautiful. Some people they're not gonna get it. I understand, but what they did, instead of having the throttle valve body here and then concentrated the airflow to the last cylinders, all right, naturally, and then doesn't get so much airflow the first cylinders, like the 2JZ in line 6, same principle. What they have done, you are pushing inside here, and then it has to turn this side to go inside. This is amazing. This is like similar design to the DASA intake manifold, the OEM intake manifold, that it enters inside and then it has to turn to distribute the air inside of the cylinders. This is amazing. This is beautiful. It might have my life to put the throttle and fix the pipes, but it's nice. Not bad. This is welcome. Yeah, and I need also to know how many injectors. That's why he brought another set of injectors. It's supposed to do. Oh boy. And what are you gonna do with the fuel system? I mean, okay. Okay. What I'm thinking. I'm gonna explain what I'm thinking. That we're gonna be capable the fuel pump, the low pressure pump, to keep up with that. Here I see that this is for the vacuum pump and this is supposed to be for the high pressure pump. That means we are cancelling it. Dang it, why I didn't open it earlier, the intake manifold. But again, no, it maybe that's the brand, alright. So I'm gonna ask the owner if he doesn't want the sticker, I'm gonna keep it here for me. I need an answer. What's this answer? Should I block the direct injection? Instead of putting the rail, it's running on a standalone ECU, so there is no problem at all, actually. But should I block it and block the high pressure pump and the vacuum pump? Or should I, the vacuum pump, why to block the vacuum pump? Vacuum pump we can give to the brake booster. It's gonna be enough. The vacuum that we're gonna create the manifold for the brake booster. Just asking, wondering, alright? Yeah, so how you want me to continue here? That's the question. That's the question. And here I have to, yeah, there is one small, yeah, that's not the ideal. This is not the ideal. I mean, it's much better with the intake manifold to give this seal, to be, let us say, this seal, I don't know, 1 meter as an example, and let the guy who's gonna get the intake manifold put the seal, and to don't have this kind of things, don't have a cut here and here in 2 spots. it's not fully inside. Yeah, nice thing that I didn't cut my fingernail, you see? Nice, beautiful. Alright, okay. I have to clean it. I have to clean it because it has some small pieces. Alright, fine. Fine. But, like I said, should I put the plugs? Should I put the injectors with the rail as it was? Actually, will it gonna fit? Will it going to fit? It might. I don't know. I'm gonna check about that. We're gonna see about that. Alright. You know what? For a peace of mind, what I'm gonna do? I don't have any problem with the O-rings, because usually what I'm doing here, where they're merging together the O-rings, I make it a bit tight, to be like that, don't have a gap between them, and I'm putting a little bit of sealant, gasket maker, sealant, call it as you like. I'm putting a little bit and I'm pushing it inside, just for peace of mind. Definitely I'm not gonna leave it like that. Now, should I open also the intake manifold? I need to wash it, to be honest. Has some small pieces here and there, and will I gonna regret it if I open it? Come on, after that some blue Loctite, and then putting it back again, the bolts. It's M6, it's not something crazy after all. In any case, standing by for the intake manifold and the fuel injectors. Lovely. I'm going to find the wiring harness, the exhaust manifold, the turbocharger, and so on, and the rest, whatever else. I can bring also the coils to put the coils. And see you again when I'm gonna get an answer and when we're gonna find the wiring harness. Yeah, see you on the next video. That's it. Thank you very much. Over and out. It's nice, by the way, eh? I might put this sticker somewhere if he give me the okay, the customer. Maybe he wants the stickers. Yeah, that's it. That's all for now. Thank you very much. Over and out. See, I'm going far away and I'm putting the engine and the parts or the engine itself sometimes to get YouTube to get the thumbnail by itself. To don't have to get a picture or to choose the thumbnail. But always, even let us say, you can use this as a thumbnail, as an example. No, he's not gonna do that. What he's gonna do? He's gonna focus, let us say, on this bolt. All right, that's it. Thank you.